remember the days we walked as one. Same fire, same dreams, same dust on our feet. They knew my prayers before the crown. They saw my tears before the song. But when you answered me in public, something broke in private hearts. The smile stayed on their faces, but jealousy learned my name. I didn't chase the giant for glory, I ran because you sent me. But when the giant fell, their love fell with him. My victory turned friends into enemies. My testimony became a threat. The oil on my head exposed what words never said. Lord, I didn't ask for the crown, I only obeyed your call. Why do the ones who knew me best now wanna see me fall? They sang my name in the streets, but cursed it in their hearts. Just like Saul heard the women sing, and hatred took its start. I still honored who you anointed, even when he threw the spear. I loved him while he hunted me, I forgave him while he chased my life. Lord, I never touched his throne, but he touched my peace. Why does favor awaken demons in those who once walked with me? My victory turned friends into enemies. Success revealed the war. They couldn't kill the giant in me, so they tried to kill my soul. I stayed humble, I stayed faithful, I stayed on my knees. But why does obedience make enemies out of family? To the one listening right now, this song is not about pride, it's about pain. You didn't betray them, you just grew. You didn't abandon them. God elevated you, and what they couldn't celebrate, they began to persecute. I fled into caves I never chose, running from people I once trusted, sleeping with prayers as my blanket, while promises felt delayed. Lord, you made me king in secret, but you trained me in rejection. You let Saul chase me, so I would learn your protection. I learned that applause is seasonal, but calling is eternal. I learned that God's favor will always divide the room. If my victory makes them enemies, then let my heart stay pure. I won't step down from destiny to make others feel secure. If losing them is the price of becoming who you called me to be, then take everything, but don't take your hand off me. You hid me while they hunted, you fed me while they plotted. You anointed me twice while they rehearsed my ending. They chased me into caves, but you met me there. They wanted my blood, but you gave me songs. If they changed when you succeeded, hear this truth tonight. God is removing counterfeit connections that can't follow you into light. Not everyone who starts with you is is meant to finish with you. Some are assigned to admire, others are exposed to betray. But God will never promote you and leave you unprotected. My victory turned friends into enemies, but God became my friend when people turned their backs on me. He stood until the end. Let him chase, let him talk, let him misunderstand. I'd rather be hunted with God than celebrated without his hand. Lord, I still trust you, even when success costs me people. I choose purpose over popularity, calling over comfort. If you did it for David, do it for me, and for everyone listening who paid the price of obedience. Amen.